Hey, what's up? Want to take a few minutes. The other day, my mother-in-law, we call her the outlaw, she she brought over me a gift. I asked for it a while back, and she ran across it. And I'll tell the story, and it's kind of an interesting one. It's an inspirational story, even though he's no longer with us. But man, he did things that most people don't do. But anyway, I got it all apart here. That's right. It's his old helmet. So give me a second and let me set up this camera. And, I'm gonna put this back together again. All right. All right. I think we can do it from here. I'll just tell you a story. My mother-in-law brought me over a little present. I asked for it a while back, and she ran across it and gave it to me. Mother-in-law we call the outlaw, so make sure I put that in there. But it was my father-in-law's old helmet. Now, me and my father-in-law go way back, way before me and my wife met. He was friends of the family. His sister was married to my uncle. And he just, after they divorced, he just never left the family. Him and my dad were really good friends and everything. And he was an avid motorcycle rider. He grew up motocross, dirt bikes, and then graduated to street bikes when he was old enough and all that good stuff. So when I was happy, as soon as I got this bike, I rode it to his place, and he was ecstatic for me and everything. And I rubbed it in because at that time he didn't have a bike. And so it wasn't too long. He wound up getting him another one. And I love the man. He was one of the three great influences out of my life growing up. He just way his personality and all that, and way his views on everything in his life, and couldn't ask for a better person. So one tragic night, he was riding his lowrider. It was a mid-70s, I can't remember exact year, lowrider. He was coming out of a neighboring city. Probably been drinking a little bit more than he should have, been up for a little bit longer than he should have, and early in the morning he took a spill. They didn't find him until the next day. Excuse me. So the next day I went to the hospital. Man, he was beat up. Beat up. It tore him up really good. It was a bad wreck. Paralyzed him from the T2 vertebrae. And if you don't know where that's like upper chest. So he didn't have from here down, nothing. So they had to put bars in him and all that good stuff. Well, some of his good friends and everything, very smart engineers and all that good stuff. They put together his bike while he was in recovery and going through physical therapy and all that good stuff, and learn how to be independent again. And boy, he was very independent. So they got his bike, and they used a Golding sidecar mounted on this originally lowrider. I think basically turned into an FLH. And they put a box around it, wooden box, which was really cool, using slats, and I'm showing pictures up here, as y'all already noticed. And then they rigged up the front brake to control both brakes. They had to run it and do some crazy stuff, and use two master cylinders down below to power each brake, and all that good stuff. And hand shift, still hand clutch, and they put stirrups so to hold his feet in there. Now the amazing thing on this, when he started riding his bike, he rode it coast to coast. Paralyzed, T2, coast to coast riding. It was amazing. Man, he rode us everywhere. Hell, he brought me home a couple times from the bar in it, and laid out in the sidecar. And but he would wheel his wheelchair up to the side of it. He would transition from his wheelchair to the motorcycle, stirrups, all that, get all comfy, fold up his wheelchair, throw it over into the Golding, into the sidecar, take off. Man, he rode that thing forever. And like I said, he probably put more miles than most average bike riders. That never did slow him down. So unfortunately, he passed away. He lived a lot longer than the doctors said that he would. It was a man that just he wasn't going to keep him down. Very much an inspiration to me and the family and his grandkids and all that good stuff. I was honored when he adopted my wife back when he married his wife, now the outlaw, and we wound up getting married and everything. So, and 15 years later, here we are. But he probably lived twice as long as what, if not more, than what the doctors even expected him to. Unfortunately, the last few years, he was kind of bedridden. It got the best of him. But man, he had a life. He lived every bit of that to its fullest. Inspiration is when people say you can't do something, oh well, there it is, his old helmet. I wanted it, and I got it. It's not DOT approved, but that's what we used to wear. Thanks for listening. I thought y'all might enjoy that one. Till next time, stay safe.